Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The trot, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on second down. Love, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Newman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, Newman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 36.
On 1st and 10, Newman. Jones has it. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Buccaneers.
Pick me up. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check it. Come on. Match box. Mike. Hassan.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 79 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1. And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 12 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We want this. Kill.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Newman. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Willots on for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They half lead, now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Newman. He's got Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go one more.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Mark 56. Mark 50.
To throw on second down, Newman. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Mike 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On third down. Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They're indeed going for it as they look. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hey, switch gears. Check three.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Again, it's Kamara. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42.
Check it back.
On 3rd and 2. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, he'll step aside and be right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Operating from the gun, Newman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw on 3rd down, Newman. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Love nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. On
4th down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field possession to boot. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
56 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Newman. He completes it to Evans. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hurry.
Looking to throw. Newman. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Good job.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost.